Children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there on the first play of the game. 73 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Watson. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Next to score, Broncos 7, Jets 0. Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. Steps away to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Throwing again is Watson. Open man, here's Hamilton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
We're set. 19. Here we go. Get out. Here we go. 24. 57, Mike 57.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson got a man open. It's Sutton. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
A gain there of 21 yards.
19, 57, 55.
Watson looks to throw again. Out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Broncos push further out in front. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first-quarter lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. But now it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand. Out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 23.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Eluding the pressure right. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Watson on first down. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back to the air. Watson on second down. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Broncos on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Broncos on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. He completes this to Sutton. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Winfrey. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that lock.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Let's go, baby.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run it with Bell.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. Going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here we go. Go to base.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
He'll drop to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You get blocked, me. You get line him up.
Out of the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Check 49, check 49.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. Flush to his right, and that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Again, it's Watson. Flushed out right, and that will be incomplete as well. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
51 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll go again with Bell. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From the 44, Watson. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
First down.
On first down, Watson. Forced out to his left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
'57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the screen. Time to guard. Time to go.
They'll try to run with Edmonds. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Watson. They'll roll him out right. And out fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 2nd and 11. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Out of the gun now on third down. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now back to throw. Herndon's got it complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. They'll drop the throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped a double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Off of play action, it's Watson rolling to his right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. The Broncos on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Watson. This will be caught inside the 10. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turn. Over there as his guys will get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position, the ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it, and even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Hey, 31! Tight ends left. We got 4.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on second down. Watson flush to his right. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Broncos push further out in front. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 30. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Hey, check 29. Watch twist. Hop up. 29.
Out of the gun, Watson. Open man is Winfrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Kill. Turn up. Watch safety green.
Throwing again on second down. Watson buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down and past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Under 10, 10. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Watson on first down. And off the deflection, it's caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Chase Edmonds, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Von Miller able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Back to throw, Watson. Flushed out right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.